For all you mad bastards loving the Big Show podcast, get up even closer on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, or raw dog it 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki.
Raw dog, Hoyte, that's what they used to call you, eh?
Yeah, man.
Raw doggy, Hoyte.
What is raw dogging it?
It's when you have, you make love without a prophylactic.
Oh, okay. Is it really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So when they say you're raw dogging Radio Hauraki, it means...
You're listening without protection, man.
Yeah, sure. I don't know about you guys. I don't know. We've touched on this very briefly before. I was never a big fan of the prophylactic.
Why? Yeah. I think we've talked about it.
Thus my enormous family.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? Worth it? Good trade-off?
Yeah, man. Oh, by the way, fellas, I need to warn you, I left my glasses in the car. I'm as blind as a fucking bat for the whole day.
Can you ask me what we're going into here, Keyzie, for the entire show?
Oh, how good is that going to be?
That's so good.
What are we going into here, Keyzie?
Nothing. It's the poddy.
Yeah, good.
Good
It's
stuff.
good practice, though, man.
How are we, fellas? We all good?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Jason's having a Red Bull.
Well, we've just been playing golf all day.
Yeah, so I just need a bit of a hit.
Yeah.
Something
You've
cold
been playing
and
golf
icy.
all day.
Fucking felt like it.
Holy shit.
And also we only
What
played...
time did you start?
We only played 16 holes because the people in front of
Front
us
of you
was
were
too slow.
yeah,
Yeah.
too slow. They were old.
Massively painful. No, look, from 11, Mogi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's most of the day.
Most
A lot
of the day, yeah. But I was able to get some stuff done in the morn before I
How'd you
left.
go
which
in
was
your
good.
golf?
Shit.
Both of you,
Well, we both shot about 99, basically.
basically.
Yeah, it was... I don't want to talk about it. Right?
Well, I know you've played there before and you were shockingly bad.
I wasn't as bad as the last time I played
But
there.
you didn't play the last two holes.
Yeah, that's true.
But I gave us a bogey and a double bogey each.
Oh, did you, to finish
Yeah,
off?
Yes.
That's fair.
Yes.
That's
I
not
think so.
bad. Double bogey mogi
Double
Did you?
bogey mogi.
each.
But other than that, you know...
Do you know what was interesting about today, playing golf, because it was with Jerry and Minogue? I've never heard Jerry swear before. He dropped the C word a few times
Right.
when he was mishit. He mishit a couple of shots. He's very good golfer, Jerry, but he's dropped the C bomb a few times, and there's something about hearing him say the C word which just was like, oh wow,
You like that?
never heard. No, I don't know if I liked it.
You love Jerry, Keyzie? He's like your mentor.
Yes.
I
I'd
see
say
myself as the next Jeremy Wells.
that. Yeah. I think that's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's what I'm
Yeah.
aiming for.
Yeah. I can see that. Can you see that, Mogi? As
Absolutely.
Keyzie is the next Jeremy Wells?
Absolutely.
I mean, you've got the height. You haven't quite got the looks.
I haven't got the looks. I haven't got the amazing at everything.
Do a little 7 sharp piece for us, would you?
Yeah, Nick.
Just do us like John Thompson is just celebrating his 100th birthday at the Fielding Retirement Village.
Fielding Retirement Village.
Yeah.
And can you be Hillary?
And he's talking to us about the secret of his long life.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Where was it? Fielding. Now up next, a very special story. We're going to go down to Fielding. Of
I
all
think
places,
that's a radio
Hillary,
voice.
and,
The TV voice is different.
I've never seen 7 Sharp.
Have you never seen it?
No, I've never watched. No, shit. I used to work in a show against it.
Yeah,
So I'd never
yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
Neither have I.
Right.
I mean,
But you must have seen the news and he's sitting there on the couch with Hillary.
mate, as we've sort of previously discussed, I don't watch the news anymore. It's been literally years since I've watched television
You only
news.
watch sort of YouTube fucking
Yes.
far-right sickos, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going down to Fielding now for a feel-good story in Fielding, where 100-year-old Nigel is celebrating his birthday.
You sound like a pedo.
How do you know what pedos sound like?
Well, that if I imagine what a pedo sounded like, it would be like that.
Right. What made... I don't
It's
think
the whispering.
And the thing is, too, and look, we're all guilty of it, Keyzie.
What, don't say pedo and then say we're all guilty of it.
No, not that. But your radio, your television, we tend to go into a sort of broadcast mode.
Well, that's what I thought I had to do for 7 Sharp
Yeah,
presenting. That's what I was doing.
I think there's a different voice for 7 Sharp. I think he's got a different voice.
Right.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be good advice to not try and do his voice and to try find
I know,
my
I'm
own
saying,
voice?
oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think what Mogi was getting at was trying to see what your voice would be for that
Not
kind of
imitating
setup.
Jerry.
Not
Okay, so if it
imitating
was
Jerry.
me, it would probably be like, now up next we're going to head down to Fielding where 100-year-old Nigel is celebrating his birthday with his family. He's down at the Fielding Retirement Club.
Yeah, that's good,
Not
Keyzie.
bad.
That's good.
You've got to give it a bit more excitement, though. Up next.
Up next.
Yeah. They sort of,
Now,
they've got to bring
next.
us.
You're going to add a little bit of spice.
Bit
on
of
it.
hands in it as well. That was good.
Up next, we're going to go down to Fielding where 100-year-old Nigel is celebrating his birthday with his friends and family.
He's going to tell us what the secret to his longevity is.
And he's going to tell us what the secret is to having such a long and happy life. That's on the way next on 7 Sharp.
It's titties.
Apparently it's buzzies. How did that go, Jace?
Pretty good.
That's good,
But
man.
that was good because it seemed like you're enjoying that.
Yes.
Shit, I'll watch that. Nigel.
It still felt fake.
Yeah.
Of course it's
but
fake. I
those
don't give a
shows-
fuck about Nigel.
Nobody gives a fuck about
No
Nigel.
one gives a fuck about any of
No,
that
fuck
stuff.
Nigel. Something to watch until something better comes on.
If I could throw to the wires or something, then sure.
Yeah.
I would do it more in the vein of, this would be me.
Okay.
That is you. 100% it is you.
Up next, we've got, what is it? John is it down in Fielding, and he's going to ramble on about some bullshit about his life or something, all right?
What?
Hills, can you move over a
Sorry,
bit, please?
what?
You can just cut the cheese, for fuck's sake.
There you go. You're on 7 Sharp.
Yeah.
I'd host that show if they paid me. But I'd hate to do a show like that where you just genuinely don't care about the stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that I've watched it.
Depends how long it takes.
Yeah. I
Because
think
Jerry's in there quite early, really.
he was saying today that he's not as early nowadays as he once was.
Right.
So he's managed to taper it back a bit.
You know what it's like, Mogi, when you get into the rhythm, you can just pull the hours.
No,
a bit.
100%. I thought
Yeah.
it was his call about what time he got in there.
Right,
But
yes.
to me, it would feel like you go in there, I would have thought about an hour before.
I would have thought.
And then you
Whack it
read
out.
the stories.
Yes.
Listen to them on your own. Sit down, have a run through, and then do it live.
Having worked at Crowd Goes Wild, I'd say the perfect spot would be 2 hours before, read the stories and change it into your own words.
Right.
That's super important. Like how you'd actually say it.
Yes.
I'm not convinced,
And then half an hour in makeup and fucking around.
Yeah.
and I don't want to give away any trade secrets here. I'm not, and having been on it, actually, as have you,
We went on it together, didn't we?
that it is live.
Didn't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Um,
That's right. A lot of
there've been
pre-recorded
a lot
segments.
of pre-recorded segments.
But when they come to them live at 7 and they cross from the news to the
Yes.
couch, that's live. But then there'll be parts that might not be, like interviews and stuff.
Well, that's right. So when they're, for example, when they were talking to us, Jace, about the hit show Talkback,
Yes.
a lot of people stopping me in the street about that and asking when the second season's coming. That was recorded about 3 PM.
Yes.
And we were standing downstairs in the lobby. If you remember that, we weren't on the couch or anything.
I do remember
The first
it.
time I went on it was with Wellington Paranormal. We were on the couch. Actually, we were the first guests with Jeremy and Hills.
Wow.
And so we were sitting on the couch, but then I think the reason why we weren't was because of COVID. So they had
Okay,
us as
yeah,
guests
yeah.
down in the lobby, pre-recorded the whole interview and then played it out during the show.
In the lobby, I'm pretty sure at TVNZ you can see the weather outside. Was that
Nah,
not weird?
we were quite deep in.
Right, okay.
In by the
Deep
stairs.
in the bowels.
Yeah, right.
You
Okay.
see,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
approach would be, I'd get in there, I'd go, how do we feel about banging this out, fellas?
It would be difficult to say no to. Yeah, exactly. Can we get out a little bit early tonight? But the answer is no because we're pros.
So, I mean, we wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, isn't it?
yeah.
I guess it would depend how much you're getting paid.
A lot.
That would be the thing, right?
I think.
I mean, I could put
I think he's on a mill.
I think I could put another hour or
Don't start that yard.
He's not.
an hour
I
or
don't know what he's
two.
on, but he's not on that.
I could spare an hour or two for the pay.
You have to rewrite it into your own words and make it so you're actually excited to read the stuff. You're like, that's something I've noticed having written for other people.
I don't think I'd ever be excited about the stories that they do.
No.
No, but if you change and like at least try and slot in a joke or something.
But he does, though. That's what he does with all his. He slots in some filth, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Which
What's
is
amazing about him, though, is he does the breakfast and he does the end of the day.
That is amazing.
It is amazing.
Well, no, all you need to do is look at your bank balance.
Yeah,
And then
but
you go-
I don't think that.
I wouldn't do it for
think
me.
that's true. When I was working with Mark Richardson, and he was doing Crowd Goes Wild breakfast here on ZB Radio Sport.
The block.
He was doing the block during the day. He'd then come straight to Crowd Goes Wild, and then after that, twice a week, he'd go to Ponsonby to the voiceover area and record like an hour and a half with the voiceovers for the block. And I was like, what are you? And he was like, you got to make hay while the sun shines, because the sun doesn't shine.
He would have
forever.
been rich as.
Well, yeah, it's good to do that for a bit.
Exactly. That's what he said, basically.
Yeah.
And then he kind of dropped it all and then was, obviously stuff tapered off in media. And then he was just like, I love it. I just go home, see my family,
Yes.
have dinner with my kids,
Yes.
all that
See,
sort of shit.
that's the thing.
That's what you got to, that's what you got to figure out.
Yeah. But he's absolutely right.
Interesting media podcast. This one should be
Yeah,
called.
really insightful media podcast.
$1 million. Is that an episode or a year?
No, that's Jace.
Oh, is that Jace?
That's Dog Squad money.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
That's an episode, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. I
10
think it's
episodes, 10 mil.
Yeah, it's worth that. It's definitely worth that. It's definitely not just like a show you just fart out every year without even trying.
Yeah, I mean, wow. When you top 2 or 3 every year, what do you do?
2 or 3 what?
In the
Dog
rankings.
Squad shows.
In the rankings. Listen to Hauraki 4 till 7 every weekday. Really nice.